it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing a card that I made for episode 202 of Craft Roulette. My crafty pal, Crafty Owl, was on and it was so much fun, you guys. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, it is the ultimate paper crafting live game show that is every Friday night for the most part. At 6:30 Central. Hit the notification button and it will pop up and notify you before the show starts. Check out their website or their channel and you can see videos. The live section is where you'll find all the past episodes and upcoming episodes. So if you see someone you want to watch, you can hit the notification button. All right, so this is the supplies that I was using. I recorded this video while I was watching Craft Roulette. The parameters were Project, which was a 5x7 card, Color Formal and Informal, Element Warm, and Random was Crisscross. So, formal and informal. I guess my rainbow is my informal colors, although they seem pretty formal to me. But my bunny, I'm going to watercolor my bunny, and he's going to be pretty formal little artist. And I'm definitely was stoked when I saw a 5x7 card. I was like, I'm running to my craft room. The stamps I'm using today are from Red Lead Paperworks, in case you're curious. But yeah, sometimes I'm like curled up on the couch in a near fetal position with chocolate because of the way the week has been. Other times I'm in my craft room and crafting along while I'm watching Craft Roulette. Other times I'm just bopping along and photobombing everyone with emojis in the chat. So no matter what condition I'm in by Friday night every week, Craft Roulette is always fun. I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. I absolutely love it. I've been watching for years, supporting for years, and just love Mary. So yes, this is my Bob Ross bunny. So I had to bring out my Bob Ross watercolor palette. And for me, Bob warms the heart. So the element for the card was warm. And yeah, watercolors, Bob Ross, bunnies, all these things warm my heart. And he has a jacket on, so I think it works. And I tried to put him in like pretty formal colors, like he has tuxedo pants on in the studio. You guys, I have been eyeing this purse and it's very expensive, but it's covered, it's hand painted, and it's just covered in swatches and splats of paint. And I'm just like, that's formal and informal. The price is extremely formal. The design is very informal. I shared a clip today of this episode, but I definitely encourage you to go check it out. And I don't know what you're doing this Friday night, but my friend Tracy Phillips from Mindless Crafting is going to be on for the first time, and I cannot wait to see her and Mary craft together, you guys. So come hang out. Let's cheer both the ladies on. If you're looking for a very engaged community, consider becoming a patron to Craft Roulette. I mean, it's just awesome. There's patron calls. There's all kinds of groups in there. Everyone in the Craft Roulette community is just a little paper angel, paper crafting angels. They're wonderful. And maybe that is something you're looking more for, is the community of paper crafting. I would suggest the Craft Roulette community and the Mindless Crafting community. Mindless Crafting has a Facebook page, and Tracy and Bill are absolutely spectacular. They're here on YouTube. I'm going to leave both channels linked down below in the description box. But Tracy and Bill do lives every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it is a place to be uplifted, encouraged, and inspired. just amazing. So I'm just coloring up a couple of little bunnies. I honestly just don't know how to make one card. If I'm making one card, I figure I can make 2 or 20 or 30. So I did 2 on this night. My goal was to get them done before the end of the episode. I'm always most successful with turning in a craft roulette submission if I do it while the show is on. But like I said, sometimes I'm just in a fetal position on the couch. Last week, I watched the episode on, let's say, Saturday morning at 3 a.m. And I told myself when I turned it on, like, look, you can always catch the rest of this replay later, but let's just get it started. Oh no, it was so good. I watched the entire episode. So I was up until 4:30 or 5 and went back to sleep. I can do that on a Friday night because Saturday is my day. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm back on schedule, and I just want you to know, like, I missed making videos for you guys, but, you know, I had to choose me and family and all the other things first. Work, all the things. So, but life has been very good. There's no complaints. I've just been very busy, and this is my hobby, so it has to take a back seat when life gets like that. But hopefully I'm back in the swing of things now. And, you know, I have some different videos. Oh So Inspired was this week. I made some really cool pockets out of file folders this week. So yeah, just a variety of things. I have some junk journals that I'm going to make. I'm going to make some things to go in those file folders. So just keep hanging out with me. Have some changes to my members section of my channel. So if you're a member, try to change over to the $2.99 level because that's the only one that will exist here in a few days. If I cancel the higher tiers and you haven't switched over yet, you just won't be a member and they'll reimburse you, and then you'll just have to come over and join again if you wish at a lower level. I'm unifying, I'm bringing all the levels to one, and I've explained that in another video, and am helping my members through that change. So this stamp was irresistible to me. I mean, I know it's maybe not something that most people would be like, oh my gosh, I have to have the bunny painting, but I did have to have this because it reminds me so much of my childhood painting with my godfather to Bob Ross videos and other painting videos in the garage. He bought me an easel so I could paint next to him, and on Sunday afternoons we'd usually paint, and it was just such a cherished memory for me, and it totally takes me back to my childhood, especially with it being just like this adorable storybook bunny. So yeah, I love this stamp, and I love watercoloring my images. I'm not big on Copics. I mean, I think they're beautiful when other people use them, but I really just enjoy watercoloring my images. I'm using a variety of watercolors in this video, but most all of them are Daniel Smith. So they're a professional grade. I do recommend, even if you're just starting in watercolor, like sure, at first buy the cheapest thing to see if you even like it. But if you even have a hint that you like it, I do recommend like a good watercolor palette, because the cheap ones will just hold you back in what you think you can accomplish, and the nicer ones are going to accelerate what you think is possible. Yeah. So I adore this stamp, which has the brushes on it. I have another one that has a bunch of pencils on it. And again, both of these stamped images are from the Red Lead Paperworks company. I painted a sunshine on my canvas, something simple and warm again. So I just painted that on there, and then I'm doing a little cross stitch here. So I'm just using this fabulous pokey tool from Gloria Wolf, and I'm poking some holes in there, and then I'm going to grab an embroidery needle and floss and do the tiniest bit of like slow stitching / cross stitch on here. This is about how much of it I like to do. I do have some Spellbinders stitched dies, like stitching dies. I subscribed to their membership this year. I haven't used one of them yet, but I do plan on using those. So I do like stitching on paper. It's fun, and I love the element of having twine, lace, thread, ribbon. I love having fabric and textile incorporated into my projects. So in this case, I don't need a die. I'm just use my pokey tool. You can do the same thing. If you like the stitched look around your cards, of course, you can always draw that in. That's something that Tracy likes to do over at Mindless Crafting, but you could also use a pokey tool and poke holes around the edge of your card and use twine or floss like this and, give it a sewn look. And so I'm just knotting this up, probably totally not necessary. You could just use washi tape or whatever to secure things down, which is what I'm doing here. And I have to put glue on my washi tape. I just have to make it permanent. It makes my brain happy. So I'm securing all of that hard work. So that is my crisscross of the elements. So I've got my 5x7 card, my formal and informal, my element is warm, and my random is crisscross. Now, as I continue to put these two cards together, I'm going to talk to you about a new product that Mary has just released through Trinity Stamps that I broke my no-buy for. I had been doing so good in March. I had not bought one thing in March. And then Mary struck. And it's a craft roulette card making journal. It has 100 pages. And basically, I just had to have it right away as soon as she showed a video. In fact, I was looking when I was pulling the video together for y'all today. I was like, wow, I only watched 17 minutes of that video, and I immediately went over and bought one of those books. But I'm so excited about it because one of my favorite parts of craft roulette, I mean, I love every bit of it, but one of my favorite parts is when they spin and Mary and the guest and the chatterbox start talking about all the parameters, and everyone's creativity is on an 11. And suddenly everyone is just sharing all these ways that they see the parameters, and it's just like magic. And I want to be able to have my little book handy when I'm seeing everyone's ideas come through and grab some to associate with the parameters. And I think just that practice alone will further my creativity, even outside of making projects for craft roulette. You know, just the association with imagery and words, I just cannot wait. I'm really excited. Plus, I can never keep up with what number I'm on. I have no idea how many cards I've turned into craft roulette, so I'm hoping this book will help me. I added some glossy accents because I wanted the sun to shine and the paint to shine and his little bow tie. He's so formal. All right, so those are my two cards, except for we haven't done the inside yet. So let's do the inside. Make your art, break the rules. Yes, absolutely. That's me in a nutshell. And you know, Deputy Heidi usually lets me buy with it. So that's cool. If you're wondering who Deputy Heidi is, well, just watch Craft Roulette and you'll find out. Um, there's a lot of acronyms and funny things that are used on Craft Roulette. And the first time you watch, you might be a little bit in the dark, but it won't take long at all, and you'll just be rolling with it. So here are my 2 cards. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, learning more about Craft Roulette, and I'll see you next time. Bye.